Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another build video in The Sims 4. So today I'm back to my Renovating Willow Creek series and I have a brand new renovation for you guys. I recently did the nightclub and I'm going to take you guys on a build tour before and after the renovation, but it's called the Blue Velvet. It's on a 30 by 20 lot in the Crawdad Quarter neighborhood. And I'm just going to go on and jump right into the lot so you guys can see it. So here's the original lot. It's very empty. I feel like if I had to describe this lot with one word, that's what I would describe it as: empty. It's also very green on the outside for a place that's called the Blue Velvet, but I can't talk much about that because my renovation barely has any blue in it. I didn't read the name of this lot until after I was done with my renovation, so there is no Blue Velvet happening, but the outside of it is green, and I feel like most of this stuff does have blue swatches, so I don't know why they did that, but I didn't really like this little sign. For the most part, it's not really a bad lot, it's just empty, but I did not like this sign at all. And I think it's the wallpaper because I feel like it's a good idea. I feel like I can see what they were going for, whoever built this, but I just don't like that wallpaper. I don't think it looks good. I don't think it does this build any favors either. But this is the front of the lot. This is the front door down here. And then if we swing around to the back of the lot, then we have a little courtyard area back here. I'm going to try to be quick with the original builds tour. If you guys are familiar with the Blue Velvet and you want to skip ahead to my renovation, I'll put a timestamp down below so you can skip this part. But yeah, we got a cozy little courtyard back here with a fountain and a little seating for your Sims to watch the sky. Sims are absolutely obsessed with this in my game after the Love Struck pack. Is it just me? But like, if there's a bench, they're gonna find a significant other and they're gonna sit on it. I mean, look at Clara and Bjorn just being so cute. But anyway, we have two balconies back here. I don't know why the flooring's different colors. I don't particularly love that, although I think I may have actually done that as well in my renovation, but it's not wood. It's like stone and then wood. I don't know. I can't remember. I actually built this last week and it's just taken me a while to get this video done, but I'm going to go on and take you guys inside really quickly. So this is what the first floor looks like. When you walk in, you have dining tables, you have a piano, microphone. Of course, that's for the nightclub vibe, the jazzy vibe. There's also a random fireplace, which I felt like was quite strange for a nightclub, but I did decide to keep it. I got a different fireplace, but I decided to keep a little cozy fireplace area. This is the bar area. I actually ended up moving this in my renovation, which of course you guys will see in the tour, but I thought that this area was just too long and narrow, and I actually wanted my balconies to wrap around the whole building, so I ended up shortening this a lot. So my build is actually a bit smaller than this particular building, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff in it. I feel like it doesn't matter that it's smaller. It's good. I packed a ton of activities in there, so there's plenty to do. And then this is the second floor. This is where the bathrooms of the build are. As you guys can see, we've got some townies hanging out in here. The walls are blue. The curtain's green. It's like neon green, which I don't love, but my bathrooms look completely different than this. I ended up going with the high school year stalls, so it looks a little bit more like a community lot. But mostly there's nothing to do up here at all. I mean, actually, there's nothing but a trash can. I really liked this area, the way it kind of overlooks into the nightclub down here. I don't really know what you would call that. I think it's called a landing area, but I may be wrong about that. I don't really know. I don't know much about architecture, but I did like the fact that you could look over the railing and see what was going on down here. But that pretty much sums up the original build. I mean, that's a quick tour, but that's pretty much all there is to it. So I'm going to go on and put my renovation down and I will give you guys a tour of that. And it's going to be a longer tour because there's much more to it. It's no longer empty. It is extremely cluttered because that's how I like to build. I like stuff to look lively. So there is a lot. There's a lot of stuff, but this has already been play tested and it is completely functional. I'll tell you guys if there's anything that was a problem or if there's something that wasn't really meant to be functional, but everything that I could play test is play tested and it's fine. So if you want to get this off the gallery, don't worry. There shouldn't be any functionality issues, but here it is. This is the new Blue Velvet. It's not blue, spoiler alert, but I absolutely love the way this build turned out. So I hope you guys do as well. I ended up going for a New Orleans kind of vibe. I decided to look on Pinterest for New Orleans bars and I got pretty lucky with that because there were some really similar looking buildings when I searched for it. So I'm going to go on and put the inspiration picture that I used for this build up on the screen where you guys can see what I was going for, because I feel like some of it's a bit odd, like the spooky stuff lights. Some people would think that's a bit odd. But I think it's because the original build has this Mardi Gras theme. They had Mardi Gras masks strung up across the balcony railing, and I thought that was really cool, and that was the closest thing I could find to that. I even looked at the ribbons that we got with the seasons pack, but none of them were colorful enough. I didn't feel like they were the right colors anyway. They look very Christmassy for the most part. But up here on the second floor balcony, we have a bunch of dining tables. Nobody really comes up here. I'm going to go on and tell you guys that. Nobody really goes to the second floor. The townies don't come up here. I mean, your sim can come up here. Like I said, it's functional. But for the most part, people don't mingle up here on the second floor, even on the inside. But I put dining tables up here anyway. I think they look good. The only place to get food is from the bar. And I did throw in a mini fridge. I know it's a bit random, but I put it in there just because I was feeling bad that there was no way for your Sims to actually eat food. And I have a ton of dining tables. But I didn't want to put a grill in this build because my Sims get obsessed with the grills. Like if there is a grill in a 50-foot radius, they are going to go start grilling something. Hot dogs, hamburgers, whatever. They're going to hit that grill. Even if they've never cooked before in their life. So I didn't want to add a grill in to this build. So I didn't do it, but there is a mini fridge. Very random mini fridge. Then over here, this is the only spot in the whole build that I am not sure about the functionality. I wasn't able to playtest this table. This is one of those tables that you sell stuff on. Your Sims can like put stuff on the table and sell it. I've seen other people do it, but I don't know what you're supposed to sell and I never could figure it out. And my Sim didn't have anything in his inventory to sell, my playtesting Sim. So this table, I don't know if it's functional. Also, I do know that's a bit strange for a nightclub as well, but I just like to have plenty of options on community lots for different stuff for your Sims to be able to do, even if the townies don't really participate. And here's a chess table as well. It's random, like I said, but it's an option. You won't get bored here. I just feel like sometimes I don't even enjoy going to community lots in the game because there's not a lot to do. Like you go to a nightclub and the only thing there is to do is go to the bar and dance, which makes total sense. But maybe you want to play Don't Wake the Llama with your friends, and you can because we have a games activity table in here. We also have plenty of seating, plenty of benches. Back here, it's a bit of an artsy space, a bit of a party area, a little bit of everything. We have a woohoo bush. It's the first woohoo spot of 3. There's 3 total woohoo spots in this build. There's also a DJ booth if your Sims want to practice their DJ. I don't really know if your Sims can kick this DJ off of the object. I would imagine they could. I'm a little surprised that the DJ shows up, to be honest, that you don't have to hire them. But anyway, that is available. And then this is one of the murals, the floor murals that you paint. They come with City Living. And specifically with the politician career, if you have to work from home, I know that sometimes you'll get a task where you have to paint a political mural. It's really just one of those things that offers your Sims something to do. You know, it's a change of scenery. I mean, if you do have to get that daily task, which I always hated, but if you do get it, it'd be nice to come paint your mural by the DJ mixer and you're not stranded in San Myshuno, lonely and wanting to finish the mural because they take ages as well. But I also have this little setup where your Sims can busk. They can come with musical instruments. If they're high enough skill level, they can play and try to get tips and stuff. You can also hire someone as well if you want the ambiance. We have another chess table. I kept the original fountain because I thought it was a nice vibe. I also have one of these things where your Sims can sell paintings if they want to, and an easel so they can be working on some new paintings while they're selling them, and then more seating. And then I will show you this back balcony before we head on inside. I should probably go into cinematic mode. So sorry about that. I wasn't thinking. But yeah, here's the little back balcony. Once again, nobody comes up here, but there is a speaker up here somewhere. I think it's behind this tree. I put tons of speakers, tons of music. I don't even remember where all of it is. And I got a foosball table. And I know it looks like it wouldn't be functional, but it is. Don't worry. It totally is. So now let's scoot down here and we'll go inside the nightclub and I'll show you guys what it looks like. This is the back door, but that's okay. So this is the front door over here. So you guys can kind of see what that looks like. We've got one speaker here. I put a smoke alarm just for fun. We've got a fireplace, so why not? And then we have some dining tables. I only put in 2 because I didn't want it to be too crowded. I've got posters because in my mind, this was going to be a place that would have live entertainment. They would have bands come, entertainers come. There's more to that story as well in a minute. But then the ottomans were just to fill in space because I used an excessive amount of plants in this build. I know it's a lot of plants for a nightclub, but I couldn't really come up with what you're supposed to clutter a nightclub with. So I had to go with plants, and there's a ton of them. I also put a lot of these little lamps in here as well. I don't remember what career you get these as a reward from. I think it's a career reward, but they're pretty jazzy little lamps. And then over here is the new stage area, the new music area. So we still have the piano, of course, still have the microphone. I added in a guitar and a violin as well. So if your Sims need to work on music skills and they don't want to buy them, because the violins can be expensive, then they can come here and they can practice their music here. This guitar right here isn't really meant to be functional. I didn't play test it, so I don't know if it's functional. It's just meant to be decorative. I might need to raise it up a little bit, but I needed decoration, so I decided to put that on the table. It's one of those signed guitars. This is a little jukebox area, and this is the dance floor from Get Together. It's a bit wild, the pattern, but none of the other ones looked good in here. Like the marble dance floors didn't look good in here. I used a ton of Love Struck as well. So these chairs are from Love Struck, and this board game is from Love Struck as well. Nobody really plays it, but it is functional. I did play test it, and it's fine. Here's the little bar area. I do need to paint the ceilings, so just ignore that right now. I did forget to do that, but I'll do that before I upload to the gallery. The bar is from Love Struck as well. I didn't want to have to decorate the back bar, so I wanted specifically to use a bar that had that item with it. And I think the only packs I have that have a back bar are Love Struck, Horse Ranch, which was not going to work in here, and Life and Death as well. Jade and Marcus are playing this game. I just said nobody ever plays it, and look at them. They're playing it on cue. I thought it was a really cute decoration. And this is a bit of a romantic nightclub as well, if you guys can't tell. It's got a bit of a sultry vibe to it. Here's our second woohoo spot, our woohoo closet. I did have a plant here originally, and I had to move it because apparently your Sims need to stand on this tile before they go into the woohoo closet, so I had to swap out to a room. But there's another woohoo spot, and then this door right here. So this is going back to what I said about entertainers. I had to build these rooms behind the stairs because that's how I wanted the floor plan to lay out. I felt like it looked better than having empty space. And I thought about putting bathrooms back here, but I decided not to because the space was too small. So instead, I decided to make a little VIP room for the entertainment. I know that any Sims can use it. Like we just saw a Sim come in here as well. But like if you have Get Famous and you have celebrities, like this is the little celebrity hangout room, the VIP room. I put a bunch of fan mail on the table. We have the fancy entertainment career reward mirror, and it's just a cute little room. I put a movie poster up as well. And then over here is a little couch and the costume trunk from Love Struck. It's also functional. I know it looks very cramped in here. This is a very small room. And I also put a bag of cash because maybe they've gotten paid for their gig. And then this is from Love Struck as well. And I don't really have a good story behind it. I just needed to fill up space on the wall. And I figured maybe the entertainers snap a Polaroid. If they play here, they leave their Polaroid on the wall. And then I can explain why some people have gotten marked out. Maybe there's some rivalries and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just for fun. But then this is the VIP bathroom, which of course any Sims are gonna use. I think the mixologist just walked out of here, but I wanted it to be quite fancy. We have marble floors. I used the Life and Death sink and shower. And then this toilet is actually from City Living, but weirdly enough, it looks really good with this stuff. It looks like it matches. So that is the VIP bathroom. Got a really fancy mirror as well. It's not a super useful room, but it was just kind of for fun, for a little bit of a storyline. So then heading upstairs, we see our new and improved fireplace area. I also got another woohoo spot. This is the third and final woohoo spot. This is the little bear rug that comes from Love Struck. So your Sims can have a woohoo there. They can also have a picnic as well. So they can get food from here also. And we have our cozy fireplace. This is a good place to take a date in The Sims because nobody comes up here. Like I told you, they don't come up here. They don't hang out up here. So all those townies that are usually jumping in your conversation, hopefully they wouldn't be. Nobody bothered my playtesting Sim when he was up here. Now, he wasn't actually on a date, so there wasn't a conversation for townies to randomly join. But nobody came up here unless they were going to the toilet. So we have another little dining table and a mirror just because I didn't know what to do at that point. I was running out of ideals at this point. And then another little music space. We have a dartboard. I just thought this would be a cozy hangout area because obviously we have most of the musical stuff downstairs on the stage, but maybe your Sim wants to come up here and practice and they want to be left alone. That's what this area is good for. And then this is the door leading out to the balcony and our random mini fridge as well. You can delete this. Feel free to change this build however you want to if you get it off the gallery gallery. I know the mini fridge is a weird design choice. We also have a romantic VIP bucket. And then I did have to extend this area out to where it would meet up with this door so your Sims can actually access this door. But I did keep the little overlooking area so you can look down below and see what everyone's doing. I know that we need some kind of trim on this, but I couldn't get it to work. I had a lot of trouble with this area in general, so I just gave up on the trim. If you want to try, feel free. I know it would look better, but I couldn't be bothered. Also, just be aware that if you delete a wall or if you change something structurally, the flooring may try to come back into this area. I don't know that it will, and it should be as simple as just deleting it. If it does come into this spot, this open spot, you should just be able to click on it and click remove floor or remove ceiling, whichever one, and it should be fine. But just beware. I did have some serious issues with that, so be careful if you're doing structural changes. But now I'm going to take you guys into the bathroom. This is the final part of the build. It's very cramped, but once again, totally functional. We have 2 high school years bathroom stalls, a floor length mirror. It's just an extra mirror because it's a nightclub. People are sprucing up. You know, I felt like we could use an extra little mirror space. And once again, I didn't know what else to put there other than a plant. And I already have this plant right here. This spot, I have the little hand washing symbol because I couldn't find a good symbol for shower, but I have a little shower in here and it's not impressive. It's a 2-tile shower. There's no decoration other than a shower caddy because anything that I put in here was going to cause functionality issues, or at least I felt like it was going to, and I didn't want to deal with it. So this is just a very bare, simple shower. I just like to include a shower when I can on community lots because of the rags to riches challenge and different stuff. I mean, sometimes it's helpful to have the option of a shower. But then here's the little sink area. I originally had a sink on both counters and I ended up deleting this one and just putting decoration because if a sim is washing their hands right here, then this door is gonna have functionality issues. And I like my builds to be as functional as possible because I do play with these builds as well. So I ended up deleting it. So there is only one sink, but as you guys can see, nobody is up here. Once again, nobody's coming up here. So it's not like it's a crowded situation for the most part. Oh, there goes the sim right now. But anyway, that is it for this tour, I guess. It's gotten dark out here so you guys can see my lights. I forgot about my lights. I did purple lights all around the outside of the build and I think it looks so cool. The one thing I wasn't totally sure about was I kept this sign, and as you guys can see, I kind of put it on each side of the entranceway and I like it, but I don't love it. So I'm not sure totally how to feel about it, but it does definitely scream nightclub now. I feel like it looks more like a nightclub than it did before, and that's the goal. Also, you can change it to be a bar or a lounge as well. It has all the requirements to be either or, and it can be a karaoke bar, but you have to add a karaoke machine because I did not do that. So you'd have to change some stuff around, add a karaoke machine, and this could be a karaoke bar as well. It should be on the gallery now. If you guys are seeing this video, then it should be uploaded. As always, if you download it, feel free to make it your own space. Do whatever you'd like with it. I just hope you guys enjoy it. I know I'm really excited to have this in my game. So I just hope you guys like it also because I put some serious work into this. But I'm going to jump into the Manage Worlds menu and show you guys kind of where we're at with the Willow Creek renovations. We've made some good progress. This neighborhood's completely done. This neighborhood's completely done. I still have to do the park and museum over here. These 2 houses in this neighborhood need to be dealt with. And I'm thinking that one of them, I want to do a pool and a spa, like a combination lot. I think a spa would make sense in the Goth family neighborhood. So I feel like one of these lots are going to get transformed to be a neighborhood pool and spa. And then over in this neighborhood, we have these 2 lots are done. So that means we have 3 left. I'm thinking with this one, the Brook Bungalow, I'm thinking vacation home because I feel like we have tons of residential homes at this point in this world. I feel like we have enough. So we could do a vacation spot there, but then that leaves me this empty lot and I don't know what I want to put on it. So if you guys have any ideas for community lots that you would like to see in Willow Creek, let me know because I've been turning the empty lots into community spaces. We already have a cafe, library, gym, rec center, nightclub, and then of course we'll have the museum and park, and we have a cemetery. So let me know any ideas that you guys have for the renovation. I would love to hear them. But that's where we're at right now with the Willow Creek renovations. I'm going to try try to do updates every Sunday. I can't guarantee that it will be every Sunday. It just depends on whether or not I'm able to get a build done that week. But I also do think I'm going to be moving into doing build tours instead of doing Let's Builds. I have not been enjoying the Let's Builds. And if you guys have been around my channel for a long time, you probably have noticed I haven't been building very much at all. And I think that's part of the problem. I just don't want to film Let's Builds. I don't like editing them either. I enjoy watching them. I really like watching other people do them. I just don't apparently like making them. So hopefully if I'm doing these build tours, then I'll be able to get a little bit more done on this series. I think we have 7 lots left in Willow Creek. So we're actually really close to finishing this world, which is crazy. But hopefully I'll be able to get it done soon. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. Also, let me know what you thought about the nightclub. But thank you guys so much for watching this build tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll see you next Sunday with another part from this series, but that is all for this one. So bye guys.